Councilor Overstreet.
So I want to go back to the crossing guards, and this might be a combined response. Mayor, I heard you talk the last couple of years about the cost of the city paying the cost of the crossing guards. So is the school district paying for any of it?
No.
So they're not paying for any of it. How did it become the city's responsibility to pay for a crossing guard?
Yeah, so my understanding is it's always been that way since the inception of the program. Ms. Haynes, myself, Ms. Leeson have had extensive conversations with the district, the new superintendent, members of the board. I equate this to what happened several years back with the SRO program. That was originally a federal grant. That grant ran out. The city of Auburn was paying the salaries of the SROs in the school district. The school district is a completely different taxing entity. They should be paying that. And former city manager Jeff Dyer approached the superintendent at the time, Mr. Perazzolo, and he understood where we were coming from. He agreed. He went to his board. The only thing they asked is that we would phase it in over a period of time so that they could properly budget for it. We thought that was a reasonable request. We really had the same request of the school district with crossing guards. We feel that it should be entirely absorbed by the school district. We were willing to be good partners because we work together on most things and asked them to take half of it. Quite frankly, I feel they strung us along and then after several meetings told us no, they weren't going to do it. Our option is to cancel the crossing guard program, which is not an option. If a young person gets hurt or worse, that's on us. But this is just another example, just like what's going on at the wastewater treatment plant with Cuba milk ingredients. I say it all the time, the city of Auburn is a punching bag. This is another example of it. I would encourage the public that's watching to consider this when they go to vote on the school budget this year. If you live in the city of Auburn, they want you to improve that school budget with that tax hike, despite the fact they're getting increased aid. I'd vote against it because they're not willing to take on and pay for a service that the only reason we provide is because the school district exists. And I don't mean to interrupt you, and I apologize. I want to go further. Casey Park, Falcon Park. The auditor stood here and told us what you're doing makes no financial sense whatsoever.
Correct.
Again, back to the good old days of when municipalities built things to build them, right? We're going to build a skate park. We're going to build a pool. Ice skating rink, a pool. We continue to subsidize that for the school district. So I would ask, continue to determine what that cost is. That's what the school district needs to pay per hour. That's it. We cannot continue to risk our workforce, the services that we are obligated to provide to the people of the city, to subsidize other entities. If they don't want to pay it, then they can buy it from us. It's for sale. Make us an offer. I'm tired of it. And I would ask that staff present that number to the district as soon as possible.
We will.
Because they're going to be planning their budget, because that's what they always tell us. Well, we passed our budget, and then you come to us and tell us you want to increase it. We didn't budget for that. Same thing with Falcon Park. College is paying their fair share for their use. School district needs to pay their fair share. Again, if they don't want to, it's for sale. Throw us a number. If not, they can build one too. We have to take these hard lines. We have no choice. We have to advocate for the people of the city. We have to protect the taxpayers in the city. And yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I don't know if council has anything else to add on those two items.
Is this school administration hard line that they're taking to not help in funding this? Or has it just always been, or was Jeff Perazzolo the one that had agreed that, we'll phase it in? So so what I'm asking is it this current board and current school administration that just does not want to hear it or we're talking about it and they're not receiving it?
Yeah, so I would say the current superintendent and board, we did meet with them. We explained our reasonings for them taking over the crossing guard program, at least half of it, while we, allow them to budget for it. We were told that they don't feel that the crossing guard program contributes anything to the actual district, so they shouldn't have to pay for it. They've used the excuse that legally they can't. That's not true. We've debunked that. There are other municipalities that have passed that cost on to the districts. So.
Mayor, not to throw their council under the bus, but we had an agreement between lawyers that on the law, that general municipal law does allow for school districts to contribute to crossing guard programs as long as there's an increase in the number of guards, and that was the general framework of the agreement, I'll call it, if you recall. So I'll echo your sentiments on that, Mayor.
Thank
Can
you.
we bill them?
We could. I don't know if they're going to pay it.
And then if they don't pay, take different recourse? And I have grandchildren that go to school, so, but I'm on the city tax roll, so I'm just wondering.
I'll defer to the comptroller on issues of billing, but I honestly, I can't think of a legal way by which we could bill.
And we will follow up with conversations with the superintendent on this.